Good evening, dear students. Today we are going to start our new chapter number 7, coordinate geometry. Student, here we will start with the introduction of the coordinate system. What is coordinate system? Basically, rectangular coordinate system we will learn. Then how to represent a point in a coordinate system. Then the distance between two given point in the same coordinate system called distance formula we have to learn. Then next one is our sectional formula, then area of triangle and quadrilateral. This thing we will learn. A student, why it is called coordinate geometry? So let us just start with that one. Though this thing we have already learned in class 9th, but within few minutes let us recap all those concepts. Okay, a student. So what is this coordinate geometry? A student, you have learned about geometry. What is geometry? So geometry is what? It is nothing but related to figure or shape. So it is related to figure or shape. Okay, like we were considering the triangle, we were considering the rectangle, we were considering the parallelogram, rhombus, etc. So these are the, even this line means need not be the closed figure. Many times it is stated that geometry is a study about the closed figure in a plane. No, it is simply a study about a figure. Like line is also one of the figure. Okay, student. So it is all that. But why this coordinate? What does it mean? Coordinate simply means specifying a point. Means this figure we are going to specify, or we are going to learn about the same figure not by means of drawing this figure, considering their boundary, considering their areas, but the area can be determined by alternate method, where if we are knowing the coordinate of their vertex, then their area can be determined. So coordinate simply means related to point. So these are related to point. Means we have to learn about the figure with the help of point in a system where this figure can be allocated. That system is called as coordinate system. A student, at your level you have to learn only one kind of coordinate system called rectangular coordinate system or Cartesian coordinate system. But there are various other kind of coordinate system that you will learn in higher standard. While you will go for the graduation, there may be your spherical coordinate system, there may be cylindrical coordinate system, there may be oblique coordinate system. Okay, so many more are there, but we have to learn about the rectangular system. So in coordinate system, in a system, so this system is where these points can be specified. So this system where some thing is taken as a reference and these points are specified, means any point can be specified with some references, with some references. A student, what are these references and how the point are specified, that we have to learn. By that we can understand why this coordinate geometry is different from geometry. So do not think it is a geometry. No, it is a different kind of geometry. Means the analysis that we can do in the geometry, the similar kind of analysis we can do, but not by using our ruler or the protractor or compass but just by knowing the certain points of that figure, we can analyze everything. Okay, so what is that? So some references, so these references are mostly the two line or two straight line which are mutually perpendicular to each other. So these are two reference lines mutually perpendicular to each other. To each other. So these reference line are called as the axis. So these axis, considering this axis, one as this horizontal, another as this perpendicular, since these are the line, means they will obviously intersect each other. Even if you are drawing like this, it simply means since these two arrow at their end indicate that they are extended up to infinity. So for our convenience, we are taking like this. And where these two are intersecting is called the origin. So this thing. And while taking these two mutually perpendicular line as the reference, it is called as a rectangular system because each, I mean the entire plane is divided into rectangular part. So it is called as rectangular coordinate system. A student, we have to learn about this rectangular coordinate systems only or system only, but there are various other coordinate system like inclined, means if this angle is not 90-degree, means these two lines need not be mutually perpendicular. It may be possible. That is called as the inclined coordinate system or oblique coordinate system. There is a way of taking just one axis and certain angle, that is called as the polar coordinate system. Okay, so many more are there, even cylindrical, spherical. This thing you will learn in a higher standard, but we have to learn about this one only. आपको just नाम के लिए just लिख लीजिए other systems, maybe your polar coordinate system, polar coordinate system. ये हमारे एनटीएससी के बच्चों को थोड़ा सा ये चीजों की जानकारी होनी चाहिए. नॉट, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू लर्न अबाउट दिस इवन इन एनटीएससी, बट ये इसके अलावा और भी कोई कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम होता है क्या? ऐसा सिंपल सिंपल सा चीज एनटीएससी वगैरह में रहते हैं. कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम, देयर मे बी योर cylindrical, or maybe your spherical coordinate system. Coordinate system, these are the other system, just to you make you understand that whatever the definition I have written, I have not directly written this one because there are various other ways of taking these references also. Okay student, it is this one. Now in this reference, whatever we are considering, that is called rectangular coordinate system, we will learn about this rectangular coordinate system. And in this rectangular coordinate system, how a point is specified, means how to specify a point. So those things we have to learn. Now let us continue. So a study about a figure in rectangular system is sometimes also called as coordinate geometry. So a study about the coordinate, or with the help of coordinate system, the geometry is explained. So right, that is the other way of writing or even thinking. So with help of this coordinate system, geometrical or geometry figure are analyzed. Today this stylus is not working smoothly. I mean, it is being stopped many places. Okay, student. So with this geometrical figure, and with the help of this, we will analyze this geometrical figure. Analysis means again we will calculate the same thing. Say side length. What is the side length? Example. Here we will also interested to know if I am drawing a triangle or certain points or coordinate or vertex of the triangle are known, then which kind of triangle is this? This could be an analysis. It is possible to take the area of this triangle, not area. Even what is the side length? If the two side lengths are given, what is the altitude? All these things can be calculated. Okay, so means their length it is missing today. This is not working properly, not writing smoothly. Okay, so length, maybe your side length, if it is a even the altitude, even the area, type of triangle, the type of rectangle, basically it is the quadrilateral, etc. So all these things can be analyzed. So even about the point we can also analyze collinearity of point. It is not writing smoothly today. It is creating too much disturbance. I have to check it. What I am writing and what is being drawn. Today this pen no, and my this and this system no, it is creating a lot of problem today. Okay. Let me just correct it, even it have been disturbed. आज ये अपना सिस्टम सही नहीं काम कर रहा है. Even the same problem was also existing in class 9th. I could not debug it. Okay, so how is this collinear? Let me write. So all these things, collinearity of points. So all these things can be analyzed. So these are what the area of interest of this coordinate geometry, where whatever the thing that is done by the geometry means which kind of triangle is this, how much angle is this, everything can be calculated. Even the angle can also be calculated. That you will learn in class 11 by using the coordinate system or knowing the coordinate of the vertices of a triangle. How much angle is each and every angle can be calculated. What will be the altitude length, that can be calculated. What is the equation of line, that can be calculated. Many more things. It is in itself, this coordinate geometry is a branch of mathematics. But here you have to just learn about the introduction. What is that? So a student, here we have to learn about the rectangular coordinate system. So what is this rectangular coordinate system that we are going to see? coordinate system so the name rectangular coordinate system itself indicate that here we have to take two line as reference, one as horizontal line, another as the vertical line. So since the line are endless, so we are drawing these two line like this one. And these lines are perpendicular to each other. Means whatever the angle you are going to consider, each of the angle is 190 degree. Now, student, recall that if we consider a rectangle, what is the characteristic of a rectangle? The rectangle have the characteristic that each of their angle is 90 degree. So that's why here we are observing that this plane are what? The plane of paper where we are drawing this. So this plane is now divided into four parts. If I consider this plane as the infinite one, this line will also be of infinite length. Then we can say this entire plane is divided into four parts, and each of the part is like a rectangle. So this is the first part, this is the second part, this is the third part or third rectangular area, this is the fourth rectangular area. Okay, so that. The other thing, this horizontal line is called as the x-axis. The vertical line is called as the y-axis. The point where this horizontal and vertical line are intersecting, that point is called as origin and denoted by O or 0. All the length on the right hand side of this y-axis are positive. Whether this length is measured in fourth part or in the first part, it will be positive. All the length that we are measuring in the left of this origin, it is negative. Now, similar way, considering the x-axis or horizontal line as a reference, all the distances in upward direction is taken as positive, and all the distances in downward direction is taken as negative. So student, considering this, means these are the signs when the point will be positive or negative. If you consider the real number line, there we were just taking a point as origin, all on the right hand side as the positive and all on the left hand side as negative, and this line can be calibrated as 1 2 3 4, means that this can be scaled -1 -2. In the similar way, whatever these two lines are there, means whether horizontal or vertical, considering this sign, it is also calibrated. So this length is, say this is 1 centimeter, or consider this as 1, the another 2, the another as 3, the another as 4, the another as 5, the another is, all are equidistant, the other one 6, so on. Coming to the negative side, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, so on. So student, these are what for the x-axis that we have to keep in. Similarly, for the y-axis, if the distance is measured from this origin in upward direction, it is numerated as positive, take a equal length, say 1 centimeter each. So this can be marked as 1, this is 2, this has 3, this has 4, this has 5. So coming to downward on this y-axis with the same length, it will be marked as negative, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, so on. Okay, student. So these are what the scale. It is called as a scale of this coordinate system. If we have to draw a very huge length, then a scale can be increased or decreased. Okay. So that depending on the size of the figure that we want to draw. Okay, student. So it is this. Now we have to keep in mind few terms. What they are. Whatever the very first rectangular part that we are getting because of division of these two axes, what is that first one? It is this one. Means whatever this side that we are getting, how it has changed. Okay, student, whatever this one we are getting, say I am marking this with some other color. Let me take this as this one. If we consider this one, this is the rectangular area. So this one, it is going up to infinity in this region. It is the one. What is the next one? The next one, let us take like this. It is this one. It is the second rectangle. Whatever we have learned in the linear equation, the same rectangular system, but here we have to allocate with reference to the point. So it is the second part. The next one, I may take this. So let me just draw it. Draw with the dotted one or different kind of dots. It is this one. And the last or the fourth one is our even this one itself. So whatever this planar rectangular parts that we are getting means 4 parts, these 4 parts are called as the quadrant. Therefore this is called as our first quadrant. Mind it, it is first quadrant. This is called as second quadrant, denoted as Q1 sometime. It is denoted as Q2. This is called as third quadrant, means Q3, and this is called as fourth quadrant, Q4. A student, let us recap quickly. In class 9th, whatever we have learned, the distance measured along the x-axis is called abscissa. Okay, so all the distances along the x-axis is measured from the y-axis. Means if we are moving in this direction, then we have to move or consider from the here itself. So we have started from here, we have reached up to this one. So whether we have moved on this axis, means say x-axis from 0 to 4, or say at certain height, at certain y along this x-axis, say for the 4 unit length, mean the same thing. Okay, whether we are considering this x say at -4 or say -3 or say -4 5, wherever we want to take, we are free to take that. Even if I am considering this one, it also means this same. Means along the x-axis distance are measured from y-axis. So this is the positive direction. So how much distance it have moved along the x-axis from the y-axis, that is called as the abscissa. It is called as abscissa. Okay, or this abscissa is nothing but it is the x coordinate. So the term abscissa or x coordinate simply means the distance along the x-axis measured from the y-axis. Now it could be negative. Say I am considering this one, say minus of 5, starting from here. Means starting from y, I am moving to this one. So it is also abscissa. Or x coordinate. But what makes difference? It is the sign. So this abscissa or x coordinate is positive in this first quadrant, or the same thing will also be positive in this fourth quadrant, but this x coordinate will be negative in this third quadrant as well as in second quadrant. So considering this sign, or for allocating a point, we are considering these abscissa, means along the x-axis. Another one is this distance can be measured along the y-axis from the x-axis. Say if we are interested, so let me draw another small coordinate system inside. This is the origin, this is the point P. Here I want to know. So how this point is allocated? First, by considering how much is the projection along this x. So this is called as x. And how much is the projection along the y? It is called as y. So it is given by x and y. Okay. So this even we were doing in our chapter number 2. So whatever this y, same is this y. Here we are calling this x coordinate as abscissa and the y coordinate as ordinate. So I am considering this point or any distance along this y axis, it is called as ordinate or y axis. So applying the ordinate and abscissa, we can say the sign of x coordinate, y coordinate, or abscissa and ordinate in these 4 quadrants. A student, so if I am considering this sign, so if any point is here, then I have to move this way, this much is x, then from 6 to above, this much is our y. Let me call this as 2. So this is our y. In this case, the x is positive, the y also upward is positive. So whatever the value that we are going to take, say 6, 2, the default sign is always positive. So we can say for the first quadrant, the sign is positive, positive. Similarly, applying the same kind of concept for quadrant 2, here we are getting the x is negative. Say we have to reach to this point. How we can reach to this point? Let me take this as A, this point as B. For reaching to this point, first I have to move along the x-axis. How much I have to move? Just below this. So this much I have to move. After moving along the x-axis, we have to move for the y-axis. So this x is negative in this case, but this y is positive in this case. So therefore, this sign x will be negative, but y will be positive. Therefore, this quadrant or sign of this quadrant is negative than positive. Similarly, you can understand very well that first, while moving the x-axis, it will be negative. The other one will also be negative. Yes. Coming for this one, if you are considering a point here, how you can reach to this point? So I'm taking here this point number C. First, you have to move along the x, just coming below it, but while moving, it is positive, but here it is negative y. So in this case, x is positive, y is negative. So this way, the sign have to be taken care. So why I'm discussing about this sign? Though these things are belonging to class 9. A student, for solving the questions of coordinate geometry, first you have to draw the rough figure. Need not be exactly drawing this coordinate system and plotting each and every point there, than drawing the triangle. No need. Roughly you have to draw to get the correct idea. For that, in which quadrant it is laying, you can get it very easily. So what will be the nature of that figure? What will be the length? What we should take? That become convenient. So this is the important thing. So you have to keep in mind, while I will talk, or while I will use the term abscissa. Abscissa means x coordinate, ordinate means y coordinate. The point where they meet each other is called the origin. These are the four quadrants. The first quadrant is called as the positive quadrant because both x and y are positive. The third quadrant is also called as negative quadrant where both x and y are negative. But the second and fourth, they are the mixed quadrant. Okay, no specific name is given. So it is specified as second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, student. So with this, we have to learn about plotting a point in a coordinate system. So, right, allocating or plotting a point in a coordinate system. A student, we are given with a coordinate system and any point can be specified with the help of its x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay, means what? You will be given with a coordinate system where these two axes are intersecting is called as the origin. This horizontal line is called as the x-axis. This vertical line is called as the y-axis. For denoting this, generally we are denoting it by x, and in left means I'm talking about the horizontal line. So on positive end, write only x, and on the negative end, you write x dash. Similarly, for the y-axis, the top end write as y, and the bottom end as y dash. Sometimes plus infinity is also written here, minus infinity is also written. Okay, so these are the various denotation. Even for the y, this is also plus infinity and this is also minus infinity. So do not get disturbed with this denotation. So if we are given with any point, so the point means point is always laying in a plane. So where the point can lie? So point can lie in any of the quadrants. Surely it will be in any quadrant. So if I am taking this is the point P, then how this point is specified? In previous class we have learned, and above I have also explained. So this point is always specified with its x coordinate and its y coordinate. Student, means this P have to be specified with xy. So if xy have a specific value, we are denoting this specific value. Say x must have some value. Let this be x1 and y have the value y1. Or this P, say x coordinate is A and y coordinate is B. So this x1, y1, A comma B, these are the specific value of the general point. Say if I am saying P 2 comma 3 means I have to move x-axis the 2 unit and on y-axis the 3 unit, then I can reach to this point. Here I am considering this point as a certain value. So what is that value? I am writing the general representation rather than drawing the scale. So this is the any value of x. So first I have to move along this x. Whatever this value, the scale will be written below it. So this is the x. And then you have to move vertically upward. Student, how much vertically upward you have moved? That you can verify just by drawing a horizontal line parallel to this x-axis and which is going to cut this y-axis. So where it is going to cut? It is this one. So whatever this y we are writing, the same y is this one. Okay, student? So this we have to keep in mind. So whatever this x and y, that is the value. So it is this one. Now here this point is specified by p, x, y. It is the one point. It is possible that there is some other point. Okay. The other point I am going to consider is like this one. Maybe here, anywhere in any of the quadrants. So don't bother always in first quadrant. It may be possible that let me take the other point here in the second quadrant. So this is the Q. It also have some other value. That value will be x, y, the general denotation. But these have some specific value. Like for this P, we have taken some A and B, or say 2, 3. This Q, X, Y also have some specific value. But take care have to be taken while denoting this. The sign is equally important. So we have to include this sign also. So including this sign, I have to specify that x have some negative value of x and y is positive. Okay. So if I am taking this value as, say, q as x1 we have already taken. Let me take this as x2 and y2. Here the x2 will be the negative one. So that also we have to take care. So it is minus of x2. Write it properly. Minus, even my pen is not working. x2. Okay, student? So this way. Today this stylus is creating a lot of problem. To avoid this, I have already purchased one more such a stylus. I mean entire set, but I have not commissioned it. It is our x2. Okay, student. So it is. Now, what is the analysis or area of interest of this coordinate geometry? The area of interest is that now you have to find the distance between these two. What is the distance between these two? What is this straight line gap between these two? So what is this? Okay. Say if the 3 points are given, let me take the another one. Let me take here. Let me take this as R. x, y, but we have to take the sign. Sign is equally important. So here both are negative. So we have to take this both minus x minus y. A student, it must have some value. So let me take this as minus of x 3 and minus of y3 also. A student, so for this point R, what are the possibilities or what are the area of interest or analysis? So someone may be interested. What is the distance of this R from P? So it is this one. One may say. One may think for the distance of this Q from R. So draw this. How I can draw? Something wrong. Not smoothly functioning, so creating a lot of problem. So it is this one. So these are, if we are considering the different length, then we are getting it is this one. But a person may be interested in all these three line segment, and what is being the area enclosed by this line segment, then it become a triangle. So what is the area of this triangle? One may be interested to know which type of triangle is formed, whether it is a right angle triangle, equilateral, isosceles, all these things can be determined. So to allocate all these things, we have the distance formula. Okay, student? So what is that distance formula? Those things we are going to learn. Student, please finish it. It have done something wrong. It have deleted our important line. What was that? It was x-axis. No, it was not this line. It was slightly above. Consider this. Okay. So what is this line and what is the area? What is the type of figure? All this analysis we are going to do. A student, another thing that we will learn is related to the section, means what are the various sections. Say, if you are considering here y-axis, then you are getting that y-axis is dividing the line between P and Q, or the line segment between P and Q. So how much length is in this positive quadrant and how much length is in this negative quadrant? I mean in first quadrant, and how much length in second quadrant? So what is their ratio? That is our sectional formula. In which ratio this y-axis is dividing this line? In which ratio this y-axis is dividing P and R? So all these things are belonging to our sectional formula. So distance formula is the heart or beginning of this coordinate geometry. So we have to start with the distance formula. A student, for distance formula, we have to keep in mind a small or very small thing. Say distance of a point from origin, though this can also be derived from the distance formula, but before deriving from distance formula, let us understand this by applying our basic concepts. So right, distance of a point distance of a point from origin. This we have to learn. A student, it means a coordinate system is given to us and we are given with a point. This is the origin O that we are considering. This is a point. Very much problematic. This is stylus today now. It is creating a lot of trouble. So let us take this point P. So P point, let it be X and Y be the coordinate of this P. It simply means if we drop a perpendicular from this P on this X axis, then the distance of this point on X axis from the origin, that is going to give us the X. Then moving upward from here, we are going to get this as Y. It is like this one. Though this X have some marking here, this Y again, if I'm taking it here, it is like this Y. The distance from origin means what? This is the starting point O and this is the point P. Distance means looking straight or looking directly from the origin toward this point. Say you are standing at this origin, okay? At the origin you are standing and you are directly looking toward that particular point. Then along your line of sight means the straight line, how much is that length or how much is the length of line segment of the point P, means this one. This is called as OP. So this gives us distance of point P from origin O. So means always we have to keep in mind whatever we are denoting, say O to P means starting from O you have to look toward P. So it simply means start from O, here O means origin, look to word P. It is what we have to keep in mind. Okay, student. Then what is this length? The question is, what is the length of this OP? So what is this length? A student, it is nothing but it is just applying your basic concepts of Pythagoras theorem. Here what we are observing, from O to P, for reaching O to P, while looking straight, it is directly OP. But if I am drawing a perpendicular from P on this x-axis, let it be M. Then for reaching to P, I have to move from O to M, then M to P. So what we are getting here is that O to M, then M to P, it is the 90 degree. So it is going to form a right angle triangle. Therefore, this length can be calculated by applying Pythagoras theorem. So this is our x, this is our y. So what will be this OP? So OP will be, so right here, by applying Pythagoras theorem, by applying Pythagoras theorem, in triangle, what is the triangle? OMP. And for Pythagoras theorem, it is very important that one of the angles should be 90 degree. So here it is the 90 degree. That's why we are able to apply this. Angle M is equals to 90 degree. So therefore, this OP square is acting as the hypotenuse. And this side, I mean the two other side, which is including this 90 degree. So there is square have to be added. So OM square plus MP square. So the same, the proof of this theorem is also in our area of, sorry, in our chapter triangle. Student, so here, while I'm talking about the point P, means the value of x and y is known. Means this OM is known, MP is known. So I can substitute here x square, here y square. So this is the value of OP square. It means if I want to know this OP, I have to just x square plus y square. So this is what OP means, under root of x square plus y square will give us the distance of point P from the origin. Means if the coordinate of P, x and y is known to us, we will just square their abscissa and ordinate, then add it, take the under root, we can get the distance of that point from the origin. So it is the formula for getting the distance of a point from origin. A student, you may be thinking that if the point is on the negative side, is this formula going to change? So let us see that. We will observe that no, this formula is not going to change under any condition. So if this situation, say if anyone is taking like this is our x, this is our y, this is the origin. If the point is here, then what is this? Again, let us consider this x. At this time, the x will be negative, drawing the perpendicular from point P. Let us call this as n. Then O to n, this distance, it is like our x. Then n to P, this distance is like our y, but here x is negative, so it is minus x, and y is positive, it is like this. Again, the distance of this point P from the origin, it simply means we have to start from O and we have to reach up to P. It is like this. So what is this value? That we want to know. What is this length? Again, you will say, how is this? It is like a right angle triangle where this is O, this is N, this is P. Here it is our minus of x. This side length is our Though x is negative, you may put this negative sign here also. Y is positive. So again, by Pythagoras theorem, we have OP square is equals to minus of x square plus of y square. So student, whether 2 square or minus 2 square, it is always 4. So whether I write this as x square or minus x square mean the same thing. So this is our OP square. Means OP is still given by under root of x square plus y square. Means what is the generalization? Therefore, if any point Pxy is given, irrespective of their sign, its distance from origin is given by is always under root of their x square plus y square. No need to draw the diagram. Directly we can use it. So therefore, what is this? This x is the abscissa and y is the ordinate. Therefore, distance of a point from origin is obtained by squaring the abscissa. Means whatever the abscissa or x coordinate is there, that you have to square. You have to add the ordinate of the same point. Their square. Afterward, you have to take the square root. Okay. Or in common language, this is x coordinate square plus y coordinate square. So you have to just square it to get it. It is so simple thing. No need to draw even the figure. And the sign, whatever the sign you are considering, that is important. But taking the square, you will always get the positive number. So it is one thing. Now applying this concept, we can get the distance between 2 points by the same method, by the same formula. So how it gets modified, that we have to learn. Student, so let us.
Sir,
हाँ बोलिए.
sir, can you scroll up?
Write it quickly. देखिए.
Yes, sir, can.
Okay, student. So this was what? Distance of a point. Means if the single point is given, it simply means its distance from the origin. But if some other point is given and one person is interested to know the distance of that point from the other point, then how it is calculated? So that we have to know. So it is called distance of a point with respect to other, or distance between two given points. So it is between two given points. That is, it is distance of one point with respect to other. Other point. WRT means with respect to. You are getting now? It is means with respect to. Today I got so angered. I think that मेरे को ये पूरा system उठा के फेंक देना चाहिए. I'm not able to deliver properly. जब मैं लिखना चाहता हूँ लिख ही नहीं पाता हूँ तो आप लोग भी क्या समझेंगे. Okay, but please bear with me. With respect to other, it is WRT. Okay, means it is simply with respect to. So how is this? Means a student, we are given with a coordinate system and 2 points in that coordinate system, and we are interested to watch one point from the other point, then how it appears and how it is calculated. A student, let me take, you people also draw a bit bigger figure. Okay, now consider one point as, say this as P x1 y1. Since the 2 points are there, I shall take x1 y1. Another point is here, say Q x2 y2. Or let me take it here. The Q, it is our x2 y2. What x1 mean? Students, this is our coordinate system. Let us write a bit more information over this. It is our x-axis. This is our y-axis. This is our origin. Now, draw the perpendicular from the point P x1 y1. Let us call this as M. So here in this case, what we are getting is OM is our x1 and M2P is our like y1. For just convenience, I have taken in the first quadrant these 2 points. You are free to take in any of the quadrant. Okay, even if you are taking 1 P in first quadrant, Q in second quadrant, formula will remain the same. So the sign is important. So whatever the sign is there, that you have to take care. Now the other one is, say Q. Again draw the perpendicular on the horizontal axis from the Q. Let us call this point as N. Okay, student, I'm taking this point as N. So what is x2 here? A student, in this case, x2 will be only this much, will be our x2. Okay, what will be y2? Y2 means it is like our from here to here is our y2. Let me draw on this side. This is our y2. Okay, student. If a person is looking from P toward Q, he is interested to know what is the gap between P and Q. Means our requirement is only this much. If from P to Q, we want to know this much. What is this much? For calculating this PQ, so here we want to know PQ is equals to what? So whatever this PQ is there, it is called distance. Or the formula to get this value of PQ is called distance formula. Between P and Q. Okay, it is like this one. So student, the concept is very simple. Say I want to know this PQ. We are interested to get only this much length. Say this is our P, this is our Q. But how this PQ can be calculated? For that we need to have a right angle triangle from where the P should come down, need not be on the axis, and Q, and it should form like this. So if we are able to get this much length, then this much length, then squaring them and adding them, then taking their square root, we can get it. But how to get this one? So how to get this one, or which kind of triangle is formed here? A student, if you watch carefully, then if we draw the perpendicular from P over the y-axis, sorry, today this have disturbed me a lot. Okay, let us say, even it is connected in charging, still showing not charging. A student, from P, draw the perpendicular on the y-axis and observe it carefully. Let us call this point as S. And the same way, draw the perpendicular from the Q on this y-axis. So say this point as T. Now, a student, if you observe it carefully, you are getting that the two perpendicular, say from P on the y-axis and from the Q on the x-axis, they are intersecting here. Mark it carefully. Are we getting this? So let us take this point as, say, R. Let us call this point as R. This is the point R. Means if we are given with like this, that have been erased, the figure that I have drawn here on this side by side. So it was like this one. If we draw this perpendicular from here on this perpendicular, forget the x-axis, y-axis. But here it is the P, this is the Q, this is the point R. So if we are able to calculate only this much, then this much, then taking their square root, means squaring them, adding them, taking their square root, means applying the Pythagoras theorem, we can get it. That is our purpose. So how to calculate this? Student, how I can calculate this RP? Observe the x-axis carefully. Here we are getting that OM is x1, ON is x2. So PR will be same as MN. So if I am able to calculate this length, then we are able to get this length. Both are the same thing. So here this PR is same as MN, and this can be calculated just by taking the difference of their abscissa, means x1 minus of x2. Similarly, this way we have determined this length, means this length is now known to us. Similarly, we have to determine this much length also. What is this? Say P. No, now we have to determine Q and R. So how to get this length? Q to R. It is this much length. It will be same as this much length. Now observe carefully. Here y1 is up to this one. It is our y1. And y2 is up to this one. So it becomes y2 minus y1. It is this one. So therefore I can write here it is our x1 minus x2, and this as y2 minus y1. Now in triangle the PRQ, here the angle PRQ is 90 degree. So Pythagoras theorem can be applied, and then PQ square is given by a square of the sum of the other two sides, means it is PR square plus RQ square. It means this PQ square is our x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus, sorry, what we have written is the y2, or calculated is the y2 minus y1 square. So PQ will be the under root of x1 minus x2 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Now this formula we have to analyze. What is this formula? And how to remember this conveniently? This thing. So this is what the distance of P from Q. So what is this? Let us continue. So here we have learned that this PQ is given by under root of x1 minus x2 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Now, a student, a minus b square is how much? And b minus a square is how much? If you can recall the identity, it is a square minus twice of ab plus b square. And this is also a square minus twice of ab. Or if you want to write b first, you are free to write, but you will observe no difference. B square minus twice of ba plus a square. A student, this a square and b square are positive, so I may write this as a square minus twice of ab plus b square. Means this is same as a minus b square. That is, A minus B square is same as B minus A square. Example, if you are taking 3 minus 2 square or 3 minus 4 square, or let me take this as 5 square. What is this? It is like minus of 2 square, it is 4. And if I am taking 5 minus 3 square, what does it mean? It is also 2 square, it is also 4. Means whether I write A minus B square or B minus A square mean the same thing. So this way, what I can write for the second term? To remember this conveniently, what we are doing, we are just writing this as x1 minus x2 square plus in place of y2, I am free to write this as y1 minus y2 square. So this is our PQ. What is this? This first term is your difference of x coordinates. So differences of abscissa or x coordinate. And what this term represent? It is our difference of y coordinate or ordinate or y coordinate. So this way, a student, what we are getting to look from P to Q means even we are given with P x1 y1 and another is P x2 y2 then what we have to take? We have to take the x coordinate of this one, x coordinate of this one. Means what we have to take is x1 minus x2 we have to take, and then the difference of this y1 and y2 we have to take. Means the same order, y1 minus y2, or even if you are taking y2 minus y1, that doesn't make any difference. Then you have to square them, then you have to add them, then you have to take their under root. Okay, it is like this one. So this way, this distance is given by difference of their x coordinate. You are free to write as x2 minus x1, mean the same thing, or even x2 minus of x1 square plus of y2 minus of y1 square. Okay, so x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. So this is how we can calculate distance between P and Q without actually plotting this point in the coordinate axis, just by taking the difference of their x coordinate, difference of their y coordinate, taking their root. So this is our PQ. So we have to keep this in mind that this PQ or distance between 2 points is equals to under root of difference of x coordinate. That difference you have to make subtraction of the x coordinates only. Means x1 with x2 or x2 with x1. There is square. Order doesn't matter more. And the same difference of y coordinate. And there is square we have to calculate. So this is called, so whatever this formula is, this is called as your distance formula. Okay, student. So it is called as our distance formula. So this we have to keep in mind. Whatever this distance formula that we have derived, it is very easy. Means if you are given with the 2 points, say this as P and Q, x1, y1, x2, y2. So sign is important. You have to take care of the sign. So you have to take the difference of their x-axis. Means x1 minus x2 you do, or x2 minus x1 you do, mean the same thing. Then you have to take care of the y-axis. So either y1 minus y2 you do, or y2 minus y1 you do, you will get the same thing. So here you have to, whatever these differences are coming, that you have to square it and add it. x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. It is same as x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. You are also free to write the y first, means y1 minus y2 square plus x1 minus x2 square. So you are free to write in any way. So you have to take the difference, you have to square it, add it, and then you have to take the root or a square. So it is so simple. Now, a student, it is possible that, say, the point P is the origin 0, 0, and Q is just one of the points, say x1, y1, or say x2, y2, only one, or say only xy. Then how the formula turns? Right? There are special cases. The distance formula PQ is calculated by x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. This is the general one. Let me plot it. Now, if I am given with just only one point, say Pxy, and the other point is nothing but the origin O, so this is the 0, 0. So distance of a point P, let us denote the coordinate of this as simply xy from origin. The coordinate of origin is O, and x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is 0. Means what is this? It is our O, which is 0, 0. This is our P, which is xy. So what will be this OP here? OP will give the distance of this point from this origin. Once we have learned through the very basic by applying the Pythagoras theorem, but rather than Pythagoras theorem, if I am going to apply the distance formula, then the coordinate I have taken as for this P as xy and O as 0, 0. So this OP is given by the x coordinate difference, means x minus 0 or 0 minus x, whatever you take, mean the same thing, x minus 0 square. Then this y coordinate difference, you have to add the difference of y coordinate, y minus 0, their square. So what it become? It become x square plus y square. So OP, so it is same as f. Okay, student. So this is how the distance formula is applicable even for the single point also. Though we have derived by considering the Pythagoras theorem. Now let us apply this to solve some of the question. So find the distance between the points given. So in the first, I'm going to consider the point is A, 3, and then 7, or let me take as 8. And the B is 0 and 4. The second one, the P, let me take -2 and 7, and the Q as the other point, -1 and 3. The third one, the M, 13, 12, and the another is N, 10, 14. It is like this one. The fourth one, A, -2, -3, and B, -3, -4. The fifth one is A, 0, 2, and B, 7, 9. Sixth one, A, 0, -3, and B, 4, 0. The seventh one, say M, 0, -2, and N, 0, 0. Okay, I think every kind of question we have covered. Let me take one more. The P, 3, 0, and Q, -3, -2. Or let me take this as +3. A student, so we have to calculate the distance between this. So student, how to apply? The sign are very important. Keep in mind, whatever here we have discussed, this is the sign of formula. This is sign of formula. But this x1, y1, x2, y2, they also have their own sign. So their sign are very important. So along with the sign, we have to substitute. So that is the important thing we have to take care. So this distance formula is applied along with the sign. So here, if I am going to start with the question number 2, let me solve this question number 2. The second part. You just write this coordinate -2, 7. For this, the better idea is you just roughly draw this diagram. Don't worry which one is negative, positive. So what you are going to do, you are just represent this point roughly on the paper. Say Q -3 and 3. It is -1 and 3. Students, here we have to take this PQ. So formula you write first. Since PQ, write in the term of their standard x1, x2. x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. If you recall this, it means it is our like x1. It is like our x2. It is like our x3. It is like our, is it okay? No, student, it is not x1, x2, x3, x4. The point P is x1, y1. So you have to take care of all these things. It appears me you people are sleeping. So this one given is our x1, and whatever this is the y coordinate, so it is like our y1. It is our x3. Again x3, no student, it is our x2. Only the second point is there. It is like our y2. Now we are going to substitute. If you want to separate this x1, x2, y1, y2, you can separate it. Otherwise, you can directly substitute. x1 is our -2. So minus of 2 you have to substitute. Whatever this negative sign is there, along with this sign you have to substitute. Next one is coming to this formula sign. Formula sign is already there. Now coming for this one. A student, again here it is minus. So you have to take care minus of 1. So this is going to give us the difference of ordinate or difference of x coordinate for this formula. So this have to be a square. ये आपको ध्यान से पुट करना है. Plus, what is our y1? It is like our 7 minus formula का जो minus है रखिए. Now y2 is like our 3. इधर minus है ही नहीं कुछ भी. तो आप just इसमें ऐसे. Now take it. -2 remain as it is, but this minus before the bracket, inside the first bracket itself, will turn it into +1, that much square, plus 7 minus 3 square. आप चाहिए तो इसे सिंप्लीफाई करके आप लिख लीजिए. So it become minus of 1 square plus this bracket is going to give us 4 square. So this will give us -1 is 1 plus 20, sorry, it is 16. So it become under root of 17. This 17 is not a perfect square, therefore this PQ length is under root of 17. If the unit is given, say some centimeter or something, that unit can be indicated. If the centimeter or something is not given, then you just write this much unit. Okay, so this is how to calculate. Let me take one more question. A student, let me take this question number 6. Question number 6. Say A and B is there. Roughly just you put A as 0 minus 3. Put this habit of drawing the rough diagram for the coordinate system. Now you just write. If you want to get what is our x1, y1 here, so 0 is like our x1. This minus 3 is like our y1. This is like our x2. This is like our y2. Or if you want to separate it, you can separate it. X1 is equals to 0 and y1 is equals to minus of 3. So here x2 is equals to 4, y2 is equals to 0. If you want to write separating this, you are free to write. But question is not just for calculating the distance between the 2 point. ये तो just 1 mark से question आएंगे. जब आपके बिगर बिगर क्वेश्चन आते हैं तो ऐसे सेपरेट करके लिखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. आप जस्ट फॉर्मूला लिखिए, वैल्यू पुट करिए इन कोऑर्डिनेट्स को देख करके. Therefore, this AB is calculated by, फॉर्मूला लिखना बहुत जरूरी होता है. x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. Students, so here let us substitute x1. What is our x1? It is our 0. So substitute. Then minus is of the formula. What is our x2? It is our 4. So this 0 I have taken, this 4 I will take. x1 minus x2, this much is square, plus y minus of 3 minus of 0. What we are getting is the under root of minus 4 square plus minus 3 square. You will get minus 4 square is same as 4 square, 16 and 9 under root of 25. So this is 5 unit. This is the answer. A student, you are also free to take like this. You may take starting from x2 minus x1, 4 minus 0 square, then y is 0 minus minus 3 square. Minus 3 is of the formula, but this have to be put under a square. So it is like this, under root of 4 square plus 3 square. Still you will get this as 5 unit. So you will get the same answer always. So student, please do this as the homework. हाँ, किसी को इसमें कोई डाउट है? क्योंकि डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करना सबसे बेसिक चीज है हमारे इस चैप्टर का. यदि आप डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करना नहीं सीख पाएंगे तो आगे बहुत डिफिकल्टी होने वाली है. नो डाउट. हाँ विनय, वेरी गुड. So student, calculate all this. So this is the homework. You have to calculate the distance for all this thing, because otherwise if we start the question and other thing, we become late. So let me just, for more practice, your pen battery is still low. It is here showing 100% and they are showing low. Okay. Find the distance between point A. Can you find the distance between the two town A and B? Determine the point. So do the question number 1 and 2 only. Collinear and other concept we will discuss tomorrow. और भी बहुत सारी चीजें आती हैं कॉलिनियर को प्रूफ करने के साथ साथ. Type of triangle and other thing we will do tomorrow. So this is our textbook, exercise 7.1. Only 2 questions you please do. The other thing, okay, we will do this example problem later. the distance between A B is 5, then what can be possible value of K? हाँ देखिए इसी का जस्ट एक टाइप और भी बोल देता हूँ, जस्ट आई विल टेक। तो 1 मार्क्स में कैसे क्वेश्चन आपको पूछे जाते हैं, देखिए 1 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन है। So it was asked many times, such a question is asked. स्टूडेंट देखिए यहाँ पे क्या है, for this question the distance between point this and this is 5, it is given. So whatever given, that you draw the rough diagram. So 2 point, one point is this, another point is this, and it is 5. So you just roughly draw a point. So let this point be A, put this 4K, and this point as B 1 0. Forget the exact coordinate system. So roughly you have to just put. While putting this, it become convenient to just taking difference and putting in the formula. For that we are drawing this. And it is given that this length is our 5. It is already given. Then we have to calculate the value of K is equals to what? Means if the distance is known, it means distance formula can be applied. So right, by distance formula, this AB, so write the formula as it is, x1 minus of x2 plus y1 minus of y2 square. So here this AB is already given to us, it is 5, so just substitute this 5. स्टूडेंट आप लोगों में से किसी ने ये नहीं पूछा कि मैं जब इस AB को इधर करता हूं तो मैं पॉजिटिव साइन ही क्यों लेता हूं? तो स्टूडेंट डिस्टेंस कभी नेगेटिव नहीं होता है, डिस्टेंस इज ए स्केलर क्वांटिटी एंड वी नेवर टेक दिस एज नेगेटिव। ओके, मैं -5 किलोमीटर चला, नो, the displacement could be -5 kilometer, but distance is not taken as negative. And in mathematics we are always considering the distance where direction is not specified, so always we are taking the positive sign. So this is our 5 under root of, substitute whatever this x1 means x coordinate of A and x coordinate of B, just you focus over that, take their difference, means it is 4, it is 1. So what is this? 4 minus 1 square plus, now take what is y, difference of their y coordinate, plus k minus 0 square. Now you have to simplify. How to simplify this square root? Same as squaring both sides, means it is 5 square is equals to, it becomes 4 minus 1 is 3 square plus this is like our k square. Okay student, so what is this? It become like 5 square minus 3 square is equals to k square. Student, now take this, it become 25 minus of 16 is equals to k square. So it is, sorry, 9 is 16. So 16 is equals to k square. A student, now interesting thing is here, this k square is equals to 16. What will be the value of k? Now take care, now this k can be plus or minus because it is the coordinate x coordinate or y coordinate that may be positive or negative. So therefore both positive and negative sign have to be considered. So this implies k is equals to plus minus 4. So k can be 4 or k can be minus 4. So both are the answer. Okay, तो ये आपको ध्यान में रखना. If it is specified that the point lies in first coordinate, means the point A must lies in first coordinate, then find the value of k, then this minus of 4 have to be rejected. Okay, so whatever given things in our question, you have to correlate it and you have to find it. But here nothing is specified like that. You have to just find the possible values of k. So all values of k can be calculated, and k could be either 4 or minus 4. Both are possible. Okay, student? So this way you have to do. So based on this distance formula, so many questions are framed, and every year 1 marks 2 marks question are asked. तो अब देखें बहुत इजी रहता है, हम ये थोड़ा कल आपको बताने वाले हैं. डिस्टेंस ऑफ अ पॉइंट फ्रॉम द एक्स एक्सिस वाई एक्सिस, ये बहुत सिंपल पुरानी चीजें हैं. तो ये 3 क्वेश्चन और भी आप करिए. स्टूडेंट, these are the 1 marks क्वेश्चन. तो आप 3 क्वेश्चन और भी करेंगे जो भी हमने आपको सिखाया इस पे. So these are the other homework. स्टूडेंट, करके आप ये सब के आंसर निकालेंगे और आप हमें कल बताएंगे भी कि हाँ किसका आंसर आया नहीं आया, हाउ मच यू आर गेटिंग. एवरीथिंग वी हैव टू डू. एनी मोर डाउट देन प्लीज आस्क, otherwise we shall stop the class. So homework I have already marked. होमवर्क देखिए, ये इधर जो हमने ये 3 क्वेश्चन आपको लिखे हैं, ये फाइंड आउट करना है. ये एक्सरसाइज 7.1 के ये 2 क्वेश्चन फाइंड आउट करने हैं. एंड फॉर मोर प्रैक्टिस यू हैव टू सिंपली गेट दिस. ओके, सो ये आप वीडियो रिप्ले करके देखेंगे तो आपको दिखाई पड़ेगा. एवरीथिंग यू कैन गेट. So I hope we shall stop the class here. Tomorrow we will start with the application of this distance formula. Means that can be used for predicting the type of triangle, type of quadrilateral, collinearity of 3 or more points. So all these things can be calculated by applying this distance formula. Okay, various other unknowns can also be calculated. This thing we will see. And further, if the time permit, tomorrow I will also try to at least derive this sectional formula. तो ये 2 चीज हम कल फिनिश करेंगे. मींस दिस चैप्टर इज वेरी स्मॉल, तो अपने 2 से 3 क्लास में फिनिश हो जाने वाला. Any more doubt then please ask, otherwise I shall stop the class. I will just debug what is the problem with this pen tab. नहीं है स्टूडेंट? Surely no any doubt? Okay student, if no any doubt then we can stop the class.